Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fadla Karim, ID number 2008-2002. So the purpose of making this video is as an assignment when I am not present at the presentation, and also as a replacement for the KM5 assignment. Okay, the first material, what is different between morphology and syntax. Morphology studies the internal structure of words and their meaningful parts. Morphology is the study of word structure and its relationship both to the sentence structure and to meaning. Syntax is the study of sentence structure, its relationship to meaning, and theoretical models that account for the ability of speakers to generate an infinite number of novel Udderance syntax study how words, phrases, and clauses are structured to form complex sentences. Next, what is word? A single distinct, meaningful element of speech or writing, used with others or sometimes alone to form a sentence and typically sound with a space on either side when written or print. Example, hungry, eat, and drink. Next, studying word formation. A new language can use new words that we can relate to the one of linguistic branches of the morphological aspect, namely word formation process. In the process of word formation, they are exploring some of the basic process by which new words are created, such as derivation, prefix, and suffix. Example: talented, a past participle, is used as an adjective in the proof sentence. The word is formed by adding the suffix "ed" to the end of the noun talent. There will definitely be a lot of ups and downs in life. Next, inflection and derivation. Inflection is the morphological system for making word forms of words, whereas derivation is one of the morphological systems for making new words. Derivation is formally similar to inflection because both processes make use of appreciation. For example, when the affix "er" is added to an adjective, as in smaller, in arch is an inflection, but when added to a verb as a cooker, it has a derivation. A derivation converted a lesson with a different part of speech but does not negate. Next, what is morpheme? Morphemes are composed of two separate classes called base or root and affix. A base or root is a morpheme in a word that gives the word its principal meaning. An example of a free base morpheme is woman in the word formerly. An example of bound base morpheme is saint in the word decent. Next, what is word? A single distinct, meaningful element of speech or writing used with others or sometimes alone to form a sentence and typically found with space on either side when written or printed. Example: hungry, eat, and drink. Next, what is lexeme? A lexeme is a basic unit of meaning. Lexemes are the hit words in dictionary. The lexeme play, for example, can take many forms such as playing, plays, play. A lexicon consists of lexemes. Lexemes also play an important part in computer programming language. Next, types and token of lexeme. The type token distinction separate type, abstract descriptive concept, from token or object the instantiate concept. For example, in the sentence, the bicycle is becoming more popular. The word bicycle represents the abstract concept of bicycle and is thus a type, whereas in the sentence, the bicycle in the garage, it represents a particular object and is therefore a token. Function of lism. Lism is the term used in linguistics to refer to a word or a minimal unit of language with a distinct type, meaning, or a semantic value, and often a specific cultural concept attached to it. These are all lexeme. Lexeme can be seen as the basic element of language. Types of morpheme. The first free morpheme. Free morpheme can stand alone and don't need to be attached to any other morpheme to get their meaning. Most words are free morphemes such as the above-mentioned word house, book, bed, like word people, and so on. And the second, bound morpheme. Bound morpheme, however, cannot stand alone. The most common example of bound morpheme are suffixes such as is, he, are, in, and he must be. Morpheme structure. Morphemes are comparison of two separate classes called base or root. An affix, a base or root, is a morpheme in a word that gives the word its principal meaning. An example of a free base morpheme is woman in the word commonly. An example of a bound base morpheme is same in the word decent. Next, functional morpheme. The example of functional morpheme are in, he, but, model, auxiliary verbs such as will, and auxiliary verbs such as is. The functional morpheme describe the relationship among the content words around them. For example, in the case of modal, the function words provide the tone of meaning of a certain word. Allomorphs. An allomorph is a phonetic variant form of a morpheme. Sometimes morphemes change their sound or their spelling, but not their meaning. Each of these different from its classes as an allomorph. Some examples of allomorphs are plural suffix "is", as in the dogs, "s", as in buses, and as in auction, and I, as in larvae. Zero or bound morpheme. Bound morpheme are morphemes that cannot stand alone and only occur as part of words. Unlike free morpheme, bound morpheme must be connected to another morpheme to create a word. Both the reflectional and inflectional morpheme are bound morpheme. The X suffix in picture is an example of bound morpheme. The lexicon. A lexicon is the vocabulary of language or subject. Neither "Go Ahead Run" and "Baltimore Cop" are part of the baseball lexicon. Lexicon or really dictionary dog. A lexicon usually covers an ancient language or the special vocabulary of particular author or field of study. The mental lexicon. The mental lexicon is defined as a mental dictionary that contains information regarding the word store of language user, such as their meaning, pronunciation, and syntactic characteristics. How we acquire our mental lexicon. Text querying entries for the mental lexicon first means isolating words from in-speak and mapping them to meaning that is semantic, morphological, and syntactic information is added later as well as orthographic knowledge with developing reading skills. So, due to limited storage, the next material will be continued with a new video.